Namaste and welcome to Tridevi Chamunda Mandir in Denver, Colorado. This is Yajit, and I'm so glad you could join me this evening for our New Year's Ganesh Puja. So Ganesh is known as the remover of obstacles, and it is customary to honor him at the beginning of a new year. That includes both the calendar year and also the academic year. A couple of quick announcements. On Tuesday, 7 o'clock, I will be doing part 6 of the Vijnana Bhairava Tantra meditation series. And next Friday will be the next installment of our 12 Kalis series. We'll be honoring the goddess Yama Kali. That'll also be at 7 o'clock. So we are doing broadcast only right now, following Shiva Mandir's lead. Right now at the school that I'm doing a long substitute teaching assignment at, we have several students out with COVID, and I would not want to pass that on to anybody coming here to worship and meditate. So hopefully this next wave will pass and we'll be able to resume in-person events again. So anyway, to get us started, I'd like to begin with some background information about Lord Ganesh. And I'm going to read an excerpt from this book, Gods, Goddesses, and Religious Symbols of Hinduism, Buddhism, and Tantrism. And this is a book you can find quite a few of the Tibetan/Nepali shops here in town. And it's just a wealth of information. But this is the section on Lord Ganesh. Ganesh is also called the god of obstacles. He is an elephant-headed deity, the god of wisdom and success. He is most popular in the Kathmandu Valley. There are many temples of Ganesh, including several roadside shrines. I've seen many of them myself. Lord Ganesh is also represented at the entrance of Buddhist temples, where he is placed opposite Mahakal, that would be the wrathful form of Lord Shiva. It is known that Gautama Buddha also worshipped Lord Ganesh, so as to ward off evil spirits and all obstructions. During the Indrajatra festival, his chariot is placed along with that of the Kumari, or the living goddess. Ganesha is represented in several forms in sculpture. He is only one tusk, is pot-bellied, twinkle-eyed, and elegant, and is a jolly son of Lord Shiva. His body is short and heavy. Generally, he is four-handed, one holding an axe, the other a sweet ball or ladu, the third a tooth, and the last a lotus. However, there are many variants in his tributes. He holds in his hands, sometimes he is shown also holding a mace, club, sweet ball, water lily. Often his iconographic details are also different. One of the sculptures in famous Bhaktipur art gallery shows him in a dancing pose. The earliest image of Ganesh in Nepal is of the 13th century. From the 17th century onwards, he is depicted with his consorts, two wives, Riddhi and Siddhi, who are Shaktis. There are several legends to account for Ganesha's unusual elephant head. According to the Shiva Purana, one day Parvati, Ganesha's mother, asked him to act as a guard outside of the door while she took a bath. When his father, Lord Shiva, returned from meditation, Ganesh did not permit Shiva to go inside. Then Shiva chopped off his head in anger. When Parvati saw that, she became grief-stricken. Shiva promised to get a new head for their son from the first passing animal, which which was an elephant. Ganesh was brought to life with the elephant's head returned to his body. According to another legend, Saturn, or Shani, burnt Ganesh's head to ashes. Lord Brahma, the creator, assured Parvati that an elephant's head can be placed, and thus Ganesh's life was saved. The reason why Ganesh has only one tusk is that he lost one when he had a fight with a demon. As he has great knowledge of the Holy Scriptures as well. So I want to talk a little bit more about Ganesh's iconography before we begin our puja and meditation. And I'm going to refer to this painting. So as the remover of obstacles, imagine yourself on a crowded street and somebody turns a corner riding an elephant. Certainly people are going to get out of the way. Pot-bellied, this is a sign of prosperity, and he is very much a god of good fortune. And when we look at this particular painting, we notice he is holding a pink lotus flower and a kalash, or water pot. And these are symbols of both purity but also prosperity. And these are images also associated with Ma Lakshmi. And very often, Ganesha and Lakshmi are worshipped together for good fortune. So he holds an axe in this hand. And so one way that we get through obstacles is by just chopping through them. On the other hand, his mount is a little mouse. And so sometimes we get past obstacles by finding those little open doors, those little nooks and crannies. His bowl of sweets represents how the divine can lure us into their direction. And he also holds a small club, and the club represents the destruction of ignorance. So elephants are very wise animals, and so Ganesh is also associated with learning as well. Let's see, is there anything else I want to include on that? Oh, there is another legend involving the loss of one of Ganesh's tusks, and that is that he pulled it from his face, pulled it from his mouth, and used it as a stylus with which to inscribe the Mahabharata, that great epic. And looks like Rafa and Susan are joining us online. Namaste, so glad that you're joining us. And I know that you're not feeling very well right now, so as part of our mantra, we're going to be sending some meditation toward you and your family. And I invite everybody who's taking part in this puja and meditation to likewise, if it feels right, to make an intention for the energies of this rite to go towards somebody in need, then I highly encourage that. And you can also make an intention for any new endeavors this year, and that things go on an even course. So with that, I'm going to demonstrate a new camera we have. I'm going to push this button, and we are going to zoom right in close to our altar. So I invite you now to find a comfortable seat, prepare for the workings that we're about to do. I invite you to close your eyes for a moment and breathe deeply. And at first, just let go of the concerns of the day, the worries of the past, the worries of the future, so that you can focus on the present moment. And as you breathe deeply, I invite you to think of someone in need. Or think of a new endeavor for this new year. And ask for Lord Ganesh's guidance in making that desire a reality. So I invite you to bring the palms of your hands together at your heart center. And we'll open this puja by chanting Om 3 times. Inhale. Jai Ganesha. Om Pavitra Pavitro Vasavavastam Gitopiva Yashmade Padarikaksham Savyabhyanta Sushi. Om Pavitra Pavitro Vasavavastam Gitopiva Yashmade Padarikaksham Savyabhyanta Sushi. Om Pavitra Pavitro Vasavavastam Gitopiva Yashmade Padarikaksham Savyabhyanta Sushi. So as the remover of obstacles at the beginning of a puja, it's traditional to honor Lord Ganesh first. Om Shuklam Balaram Vishnum Sashivanam Shatobhijam Prasanavaranam Dayat Sarva Vignopas Santaye. Jai Ganesha.
Jai Ganesha.
Om Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshvara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Om Trayambakam Yajamaye, Sagandim Pushtivardhanam, Urvarukamiva Bandhanan, Mrityur Mukshiyamam Ritat. Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Jayanti Mangalakali Bhadrakali Kapalani Durga Shama Shiva Datri Svaspada Namostute Jai Tvam Devi Chamunde Jai Bhutita Harani Jai Sarvagate Devi Kalaratri Namostute. Jai Ma Kali.
Jai Ma Kali.
So Lord Ganesh's Bij mantra or seed mantra is Gam. And so we're going to use that as our puja mantra as we give the offerings. We're going to use the mantra Om Gam Namah. Om Gam Namah. Om Gam Namah. Om Gam Namah. Namah. Om Gam 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 Namah. Jai Ganesha.
Jai Ganesha.
So for our main mantra, we're going to use another popular mantra for Lord Ganesh, and that is Om Gam Ganapataye Namo Namah. 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 I invite you to close your eyes and breathe deeply. Meditating in stillness and silence within the power of our mantra. And let its power go toward healing, toward our endeavors, and toward our good fortune. To Rafa and Susan and their family. Collinsby family, to our friend Achla, to our friend Anoop and his family, to Bryce and his family, to Navia and her family, to our friend AJ, to all my students suffering from COVID, to all my senior students preparing for college, and to all of those close to you, and to all of you joining us or watching this broadcast at a later time. Navia and Channing and their family, the Shiva Mandir community, Om Gam Ganapate Namo Namah. Jai Ganesha. Om Sarva Mangala Mangaye Shiva Svada Sadake Saranye Trambake Devi Naryane Namostute. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Sana Bhavatu Sana Bhunaktu Saviryam Karavavahai Tejasvinavaditamastu Ma Vidvidyavahai Om Shanti 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 Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Pardon me. Time for some new incense. Om Tat Sat Om. Jai Ganesha.
Jai Ganesha.
Jai Guru.
Jai Guru.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Ma Kali.
Jai Ma Kali.
Jai Ganesha.
Jai Ganesha.
Om Gam Ganapate Namo Namah. Namaste. Blessings always. And thank you. I'm sorry, I was late. Oh, you were fine. So, once again, thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend. For those of you who need to, please rest, take care of yourselves, and get well soon. And I look forward to you joining me on Tuesday. Namaste. Jai Ganesha. And good night.